Hey girl, welcome to On My Mark, your weekly transformational podcast designed to motivate, empower, and inspire to aspire. Yes, in that order. I am your host, Ravimbo C, and I'm a speaker by passion, philanthropist by purpose, and a Zimbabwean by tradition. I want to let you in on a little secret. This isn't your typical motivational podcast. This right here is transformational. So join me every Tuesday for your weekly dosage of inspiration. Hey girl, hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of our self-improvement journey. Oh, what can we say about last week's episode? That was such a great reminder to show ourselves the same kind of energy and kindness that we show to everybody else. See, your well-being is a huge part of, well, if not the biggest part of your life journey. So as we proceed on to today's episode, bearing in mind that we only have 4 more episodes left in the season, I think it is important to speak a little bit on decision making. I said in the intro video, for those that follow me, if you don't, let's go follow each other. It's at Ravimbo C on Instagram or Ravimbo C on Facebook, or you can follow our On My Mark podcast Facebook page as well. I said in the intro video that I posted today, and it said that in our journey of self-improvement, there are certain things that you're going to let go of, certain people that you're going to walk away from, new connections that you're going to make, new energy that you're going to tap into. And some of these decisions will be harder than others. Let's be real. For example, walking away from people, that's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. I mean, people walk away from people for different reasons, and we're not really going to get into that right now. But what I will say is at times, this is necessary for your own growth, especially when you have, you have outgrown their mental capacity. It's true when they say that your age does not define your maturity. Constantly surround yourself with people who empower you to become better and stop trying to shrink yourself in places that you, quite frankly, no longer fit. So here's the thing. Since we've started season 2 in particular, I'm sure there's certain topics that we've spoke about that you listen to and have made a conscious decision to apply these into your day-to-day life and put into practice. Well, I sure hope that's the case, because simply listening to On My Mark is just the first step. But applying all the things that we've been talking about into your personal life is when real transformation occurs. Now, remember, motivation is what gets you started, but the habits is what keeps you going. So assuming that we're all putting all these topics and discussions into practice, you're going to begin to notice things that maybe before you weren't really noticing. I'll give you an example. Ever since season 1, episode 1, right, the very beginning, Hello Transformation, when we spoke about adopting behavioral patterns that turn into a habit, I gave you 2 illustrations by James Clear, which simplified the trick behind staying motivated. And one of them was how to keep your room tidy. Now, I have noticed that in the past 6 months or so, my behavior pattern when it comes to keeping my room tidy has changed. Now, when I get back from work, right, and before, I just want to put my bag down on the side somewhere. I just want to leave my shoes by the door because you're just tired and you're just like, it's like, I hear my conscience saying, you don't need a clean room, you need better cleaning habits, and then your room will always be clean. And then I just put my bag exactly where it's supposed to go, and I put my shoes away just like that. This is because I have adopted these behavioral patterns that we spoke about in season 1, episode 1. Imagine. And I've put them into practice. So now I'm no longer pursuing behavior change. I've become that person. Now, the reason why I'm bringing us back to the very beginning is because I want On My Mark to actually be a part of you, in the sense that you don't just listen each week and get motivated in that moment, but you actually implement these things. And one of the hardest things is once you do make the decision to make positive changes in your life, how then do we avoid relapsing or avoid running back to old ways once you've made that decision to move on? I think a huge challenge for a lot of us. I think it's actually a huge challenge for a lot of us. Like starting with so much momentum, even in different areas of our lives, then halfway through, it's like, oof, I've made this decision, but how do I then stay on course? Now, firstly, I would recommend that we all go back to the beginning, season 1, episode 1, Hello Transformation. Now, this episode will definitely help you when dealing with decision making. Now, secondly, one of the key decisions that you're going to make in order to make things work better for you is the decision to be disciplined. Yes, self-discipline in particular. Self-discipline is key. It's a major key when it comes to decision making. Without self-discipline, success is impossible, period. Now, I read a statement that I posted the other day on my status, and it said that you do not decide your future. You decide how you show up daily, and your future is built on that. It's your daily habits that dictate how your future will turn out. That is deep. Like, wait, I think some of you missed that. It said you do not decide your future. You decide how you show up daily, and your future is built on that. It's your daily habits that dictate how your future will turn out. Now, a huge part of these daily habits has a lot to do with having the self-discipline to pursue and be consistent. Now, we're going to do part 2. Next week, we'll do consistency. But today, let's stay on this. Self-discipline is what pushes us to deliver our best intentions and goals, even when we do not feel like doing so. Now, if you have self-discipline, you're able to put off short-term pleasure or to endure short-term inconvenience or discomfort in the pursuit of a long-term gain. This is why self-discipline is so important. Like, many of us are just falling short of our goals and are giving up easily because we lack the discipline to keep the pieces together. I was on a recent interview the other day on Incorporate Zim, their podcast, which is also another great podcast and platform, by the way. So I was asked what my top 5 values were, and discipline was in my top 5. Now, one of the hosts said something that I found very profound. He said that self-discipline is the glue that holds all the pieces together in your puzzle of success. And I think a lot of us need to reassess our values and actually see where self-discipline ranks in our lives, if at all. Because self-discipline is that ability to push forward, stay motivated, take action regardless of how we're feeling physically or emotionally. It is when you intentionally choose to pursue something better for yourself, and you do it in spite of factors like distractions, hard work, or unfavorable odds. Oh wait, distractions. A distraction does not look like a distraction until it has distracted you. I think if you stop looking at a discipline, right? If we stop looking at discipline as a rule or a regulation or punishment, but instead as a way of learning and applying intentional standards to achieve meaningful objections, this might actually help you to understand why we must all practice self-discipline. Because discipline is a choice, your choice. It is a decision, better yet, all your decisions. And when you understand discipline as a choice, you are in control. Not anyone or anything else. More discipline, more choice, more control. Less discipline, less choice, less control. Good, right? Let's use a common example. All right, let's think of a common realistic example. Okay, for example, right? I want to get up at 4:45 a.m. I want to get up at 4:45 a.m. And work out, which I do. No, I don't really, but which I would love to do. So we make the decision that we want to get up at 4:45 a.m. and work out, right? Read for my assignment and then get myself ready and leave for work by, let's say, 7:30 a.m. So I need to work out early, hence the 4:45 alarm, right? So my alarm goes off. I choose discipline. I get up, I work out, I do my assignment, I get ready, and I leave for work. My first win for the day is in the books, and my mind is clear now to focus on next priorities, knowing that my workout is done and I don't have to find the time to make up for it later. So at this point, I'm in control of me and my day. I can even splurge a little lunch or dinner because I worked hard and I burned, so I earned, right? But what if I didn't choose discipline? My alarm, it would have gone like this. My alarm would have gone off. I choose default, snooze the alarm. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 10 times. How many times do you snooze your alarm? I sleep in, then I wake up late. So that means I can't do the assignment. So I'm just going to leave for work straight away. Now I'm mentally and emotionally disappointed in myself because I should have gotten up and worked out. So my mind is now searching for times when I can make up for it. Oh, can I then do it tonight? Maybe tonight I'll be too tired. Can I do it tomorrow? Oh, I'll be too busy, too late, too tired. I don't know, the day after. See, it was supposed to be my day off. So now I'm disappointed and I'm distracted and I'm not in control of me or my day. I'm stressed, I'm irritated. My discipline fades even further and further. So I make impulsive eating decisions at lunch, dinner, because at this point, I'm like, listen, I'm already having an off day. So it is what it is. Might as well be consistent in that. Does that sound familiar? You see, these two scenarios, they translate into any scenario in any environment. When we maintain our personal discipline, our choice, we retain control of ourselves and how we move through our environments. And when we lose our personal discipline or our choice, we give control away to other people, to external factors, circumstances, and just random things in life. So don't allow the fear of relapsing stop you from trying your best each time. If we don't discipline ourselves, then you know what? The world will do it for us. We will discuss more about consistency, like I said, in the next episode. But before we finish, I'm just going to share one quick tip to improve self-discipline. Remove temptations. Yes, self-control is often easiest when abiding by the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. Removing temptations and distractions from your environment is a crucial step when working to improve your self-discipline. So what is that one thing that tempts you every single time in your pursuit of your self-improvement? Is it something, or is it someone, or is it somewhere? Food for thought, guys. Now remember, more discipline means more choice, which means more control, which is better options, higher standards, improved skill, more flexibility. The less discipline means less choice, less control, fewer options, lower standards, inadequate skills, less flexibility. The choice is yours, guys. Join us again next week as we continue to transform and win. Be sure to subscribe on our website onmymark.co for weekly exclusives and giveaways. Until next time, on my mark, get set, let's go.